Dear friends, welcome to Tech Nursery. In this video, I am going to discuss about an error. I got this error in my React.js project. I will read the error message. Cannot update a component, example component, while rendering a different component, MyComponent, to locate the barred setState call inside MyComponent. First, I will tell the reason for this error. When you try to update the state directly inside the render method or a function body rather than inside a useEffect hook or a lifecycle method, if you are using functional component, you can use useEffect, or if you are using class component, it should be in proper lifecycle method. That means when you try to update the state or trigger a re-render of the component or call setState inside a function body or render method, it should be in a useEffect hook or proper lifecycle method in case of class components. To avoid this, make sure that any state updates or side effects, that means setState, calling setState is a state updates or force a re-render of the component, are handled outside of the render phase, such as within useEffect. That means during rendering time, we don't update the state. We don't call or trigger the re-render again. It can be in the same component case, or if we re-render another component, at that time we are going to set the state of another component. In that case also this error can happen. Here when I use example component and MyComponent, I am going to rendering MyComponent, but I am going to at the same time changing the state of example component. So it can be the same component or two different components. So in nutshell, how can we solve this issue? We have to do the state updates only within the proper hooks, example useEffect hook, or in the proper lifecycle method. I will share an example with you. I imported React useState from React. I have MyComponent functional component counter, set counter. Here I have a logic. If count less than 5, I call set count. This is problem. This will cause an error because it is updating state during rendering. Problem, state update during render. Here we directly call the setter, set count incremented by 1. This count is incremented by 1, but this will cause error because I am going to update the state during rendering. When this component is going to render on the screen, it will call set count again. It will cause the error. It will cause this type of error. How can we solve this issue? I have return method and export default MyComponent. The same code I rewrite in the proper way. Here everything is same, only I used useEffect. Inside useEffect, I have my logic. If count less than 5, I increment it by 1. Save state update. useEffect will update the state after the component renders. So this useEffect will be called only after rendering done. Completely rendered MyComponent on the screen. After that, useEffect will be called. There is count in the dependency array. Dependency array ensures this runs when count changes. Everything is same. So make sure that your state update or any side effects which will happen not in the during rendering time, only in the proper hooks, example like useEffect, or only inside the proper lifecycle method. I hope this video is helpful for you. Thank you.